Welcome to this module on the language and art. As we saw the painting of Altamira, the cave painting, where is this Altamira located? Altamira is located in Spain. To the northern part of Spain, you find the cave painting of Altamira. Now, this cave painting is on the ceiling of the cave, were first brought to the attention of Marcelino Sanz de Soutelo, a local landowner and an amateur archaeologist, by his daughter Maria in November 1879. So this little girl was running about in the cavern and playing about here and there, while the father was digging the floor of the cave. Suddenly, she noticed the painting on the ceiling. "Look, Papa, oxen." At first, her father just laughed, but soon realized that some sort of paste rather than a paint had been used for the painting, and became so enthusiastic that he could hardly speak. Now, he published a booklet the following year, but for almost 2 decades, his findings were dismissed by European archaeologists on the ground that these were the too good paintings that can be called ancient paintings. So, on the grounds of good looking of the paint, it is been dismissed by the European archaeologist. So the first Altamira cave painting was discovered by a little girl in November 1879 named Maria. She was just running here and there. She noticed the cave painting on the ceiling and informed her father. Her father was not believing it initially, but later he became so enthusiastic he could hardly speak looking at it, and he went on to publish a booklet in the following year. But for almost 2 decades, his findings were dismissed by the European archaeologists, saying that these paintings were too good, they are looking fresh, so can't be called as ancient paintings. Now, similar to the paintings of Altamira, we have other paintings in the Chauvet Pont d'Arc cave, and we also have in the Lascaux cave the cave paintings. So, hundreds of paintings on animals are done between 30,000 years and 12,000 years ago. It is between this period, and they have been discovered in the caves of Lascaux and Chauvet in France. Both are in France, while Altamira in Spain. They also depicted the animals like bison, horses, ibex, deer, mammoths, rhinos, lions, bears, panthers, hyenas, and owls. Now, looking at these paintings, now instead of answers to the questions what were there in the minds of the archaeologists, now the number of questions been increased. More questions have been raised than the answers regarding these paintings. For example, let us look at few questions which are being asked very frequently after looking at the cave paintings. Why do some areas of caves have paintings and not the other caves? Why? There are only few cave paintings available, only in few areas. Why were some animals painted and not the others? Why only few animals are being painted? Why were men painted both individually and in groups, whereas women were depicted only in groups? Why were men painted near animals but never women? Why were groups of animals painted in the sections of caves where sounds carried well? These are examples of few questions which are being raised. Now let us look at the explanations that are being given or offered. One such explanation that is being offered regarding the cave paintings is that it is the importance of hunting. The painting of animals were associated with ritual and magic. What sort of ritual is that? That is, the act of painting could have been a ritual to ensure a successful hunt. So, according to one of the group of people or one of the explanation that is being offered regarding the cave paintings is that it shows the importance of animal hunting, and at the same time it is a ritual that is being practiced. Now, what is this ritual? If you paint the animal successfully, that will ensure the success of your hunt. So the act of painting could have been a ritual to ensure a successful hunt. This is the first explanation that is being offered. Now moving to the second explanation. The second explanation says that this could be possibly a meeting place for a small group of people or the locations for group activities. So the caves might be possibly the meeting places for a small group where they discussed or they share the hunting techniques among the group and they share the knowledge of hunting, while painting and engravings serve as the media for passing information from one generation to the next generation. So possibly the second explanation that is being offered is these caves might be the meeting points or the meeting places for a small group of people where they discussed the hunting techniques, and the drawings or the paintings what we are seeing on the caves might be the media to explain the passing of the information from one generation to another. This is the second explanation that is being offered. Now, the above account, the details what we all are getting or discussing in this chapter have been based on archaeological evidences. Basing on the archaeological evidences, the historians, the archaeologists tried to reconstruct the story of the past. Clearly, there is much that we still do not know. As history students, we should be open-minded, because tomorrow in some site, in some place, you might get a bunch of evidences which may change your understanding and may question all the existing theories. So, it is clear that there is much that we still do not know. That's all we have in this module. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next.